weighing in fights and films.
Hi, welcome to Weighing In Fights and Films. I'm Jenny Rose. I'm here with my cousin and co-host,
Brent the Threat. We just got back from the Ghost in the Shell movie.
Wake up!
I know. It's a long movie. And
It was a long movie.
It's a little slow, too.
Yes, it is. You enjoyed the anime much more than I did, so the original. So why don't you divulge the plot?
The plot is the same for both movies. Scarlett Johansson plays the Major, and she has been removed from her body. Her brain is put into like this robot now, and but her soul essence remains. That's
right.
what they call the ghost. The shell is just your body. She is now a cop, part of the Special Forces unit, and she is sent in to seek out this other, which you discover later on in the movie, certain things about this person she's pursuing, which has connections to her. I don't want to give anything away.
Yeah, without going into spoiler alerts, it explained some of the personality flaws that I had in the beginning going, Jesus, you're a spoiled brat robot. She's basically like this super crime fighter. Yeah.
She's got like this like enhanced thermal skin that she can turn invisible like the Predator.
Right, yeah, which is like a suit everywhere else except her face, but her face and hair still goes invisible. Wow. The CGI in it was very nice. It was very pretty.
The cityscapes of this movie
God.
blew me away. I wanted way more of that. I wanted them to make a video game of that entire city
that would
so
be
you can just roam
though.
around it.
Oh my god, if you lived in that, and that would be, well, we're getting to there.
Yeah.
If you lived in that with that constant barrage of information and just shit coming at you, because it was all advertisements for the most part.
Yeah, but it's just gorgeous. These holograms,
you would never
different
sleep.
colors and noises.
You would be, that would be an autistic nightmare.
Yeah.
Then they showed people, with the bubbles around their head with their thing, and I'm like, there's a millennial watching on their iPhone right there.
No, I really like the music in this too. Did you like that? It really set a tone for the whole thing.
It was the same. Well, the only music I noticed was the music that was the same as the anime.
Oh, the
opening and the credits. Yeah.
If you're a fan of the anime, it doesn't follow the story quite like the anime. It gets to the points, but it arrives at a different way. So like the iconic shots in the movie, which are duplicated.
I did see those.
There's a few of them. You know what I mean? Like the overhead shot when they're running through the city, the boat scene.
Yeah, and then her dives from the rooftops, which man, she must be leaving coats all over that place. She just has probably a closet, like, what coat shall I wear today? The black one or the black one?
It definitely is an action movie. They turned like the original anime isn't so much an action movie as it is a sci-fi movie.
I liked it and I didn't like that aspect because it did hold my attention more than the anime with the action in there. Although I do have to say that the best action sequences with Scarlett Johansson are the ones where she's invisible. It made me realize why I don't like seeing action movies with Scarlett Johansson. She's very rigid in her performance.
This one, she purposely even walked without swaying her arms. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the way she was walking also made me realize that she's got some sort of shoulder compensation going on because her left shoulder's continuously hiked.
I think that was character. I think it was part of her character. I think.
Oh, and then she's got ILS syndrome.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
I have no idea.
Imaginary lat syndrome.
Lat syndrome?
Yeah, imaginary lat syndrome.
Like you think you have muscles?
Yeah.
One thing I really hate the nightclub scene. There's so many movies, especially action movies now, for some reason they have to go to a nightclub with people dancing and the thumpy thump music and the
loud music. They can put lights strobing everywhere to cover up some of the flaws in the action.
Yeah, and I really hate that stripper scene. There's a stripper scene in this movie where they have Scarlett Johansson handcuffed to a pole and they're making her dance, and it's just like I guarantee you the guy who wrote the screenplay is a male. Because they just wanted to put Scarlett Johansson on a stripper pole, and they did it with her, like, getting shocked, and it's like some sort of weird S&M thing happening, and then she like kicks all their asses, which you knew she was going to. But it's just like, did you need that scene? It just seemed gratuitous. But the fishboat scene that you talked about, that is in the beginning of the movie, and this time they shove it like it's in the middle somewhere, a little closer toward the end, and it made no sense. He's like, oh, I know where she is, and like because you just assume that they're close to each other, so then he finds her on the boat, and it's just like.
Which, how did he get to the boat? Did he take a canoe out?
Well, they never explain anything, but it's just
appeared.
That scene seemed it's from the original, so they wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
But then they misused it. So overall, did you find the movie slow? Did you find was it hard to follow?
Not hard to follow.
Okay. Because there's a lot of exposition in this one. There's like a lot of people just standing there talking.
Well, and they're just standing there. Because they do mental mind communication. So you're just watching some scenes where they're like...
Yeah. But like the first half of the movie is a lot of exposition.
I am shit-talking you so much right now.
Oh! Alright, so how do you weigh in on it?
You know, I'm going to give this 3 punches.
I'm going to give it 3 punches too.
Yeah. I liked it better than the anime. Of the two, that would be the one that if I had to pick one to watch, I'd pick the live action. But it's still rigid fighting Scarlett Johansson in an action movie, which pisses me off because I could do those roles so much better. They had a lot of cliches in there that you're like...
You could tell there were like homages to other movies like The Matrix and Spider-Man, like the whole time.
Like she had to knee slide to get to pick up the gun after everyone's dead. Everyone's dead in the hall. And she's walking out of the hall. She's got a knee slide to pick up the gun. No, a normal person would just be like,
I really like the visuals of this movie. The cityscape was the best part of this movie for me.
CGI was good, yeah.
Loved it, absolutely. And the lighting was really good. The cinematography was excellent. If you want to study lighting as a filmmaker, this is a go. And I bet you that they were highly influenced by Blade Runner in this, because I saw a lot of...
It seems like that. I mean, it seems like there was a nod to that with the feel of it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Speaking of lighting, you want to remark how you liked the lighting on that movie, yet you continuously blow my pale ass out?
I'll get it right one day.
I'm looking over at the little video screen and I am like, what?
Why don't you just get a tan? But I was caught up in all the technology that they had, like the fingertips that come apart and they're all typing, which is from the anime, of course.
Yeah,
But then like they added stuff like they pull off eyes and like you'd see like the robotic eyes underneath. You know what I mean? I loved all of that stuff.
It was intriguing and fascinating, and then also a little bit scary. Like,
because you can see humanity going that way.
You can see humanity going that way, not so much with the robotics and everything, you know, because I would question, like, would you put your brain in a robotic body? What scared me more was as this movie goes on and you see how interconnected everything is in this network, how much infringement of privacy there is. The lack of privacy. I mean, they're going after very specific things in this movie, but just in general and where we're heading in that regard. Yeah. Just even now with
well, if anything, that movie gets you thinking about that. If the writers and the directors of the anime had the technology for CGI that we have today, I would have liked to see their version of this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, God, I think I would have fallen asleep in the chair next to you.
I think it would have been great. So that's our review of her Ghost in the Shell, the live-action version with Scarlett Johansson. Don't forget to support her MMA fight career by clicking the link for her merchandise below.
Yep, May 6th on the Queen Mary.
May 6th is her next fight, and hopefully we can get some good shots of that.
Yep, and you can support this YouTube channel, Weighing In Fights and Films, by liking, commenting, and subscribing, and we have a link below for merchandise as well.